Number 8, we have the poker joker. The poker joker is usually stated on the last part of your headline. I'm gonna gamble that you've seen a deck of playing cards before, okay? In a standard deck of playing cards, there are two jokers. Two cards would act as wild cards. This means that in that game, jokers can stand for any card a player wants it to be if he holds it in his hand. In headline Swiss knife method, your poker joker would simply be a phrase at the end that you use for almost whatever angle that you might have missed, or you could use it to mention something that you haven't already mentioned. It's your headline's dessert, as we could say. This means you have a wild card which you can use and abuse to sell more or not use at all. That is your poker joker. Well, how do you find out if you should use one? Just like any other ingredient, I can think of only one method to really make sure, and that is actually testing. Here are some examples of poker jokers. Begin today starting from scratch. Starting from scratch by an expert. 1,535 happy customers can't be wrong. So this would normally be headline followed by this. Headline followed by that. Headline followed by that. Alright? So here are other examples. 70% off until date. Hurry, only 235 units available. So powerful, it is beyond your wildest dreams today. Just what you've been looking for. Now, some of these examples, you may notice that they are related to some of our other ingredients. They can become, let's say, for example, 70% off until date blah 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 denotes scarcity. At the same time, it involves some money trigger because you are saving, right? So that's what I mean. Okay, now let's look at the module example. We can simply add something like the only course that takes you deep into the heart of the 8 ingredients of a headline that sells. So my headline would look like this. Attention business owners, marketers, blah 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 blah. Get instant conversion bump. Philippines accidental copywriter reveals fresh 8-step blueprint, how to write profit pulling headlines, some more stuff, and stress anxiety within 30 minutes, step by step, better than what you get from expensive copywriters, even if you've never written an ad in your life before. Like it or it's free. And I say, the only course that takes you deep into the heart of the 8 ingredients of a headline that sells. Now, let's look at the standing issues with this headline and almost all the first drafts you'll have when using headline Swiss knife method. One is it maybe is too long, or maybe it still contains fluff or unnecessary words, or maybe there are bumps along the way if you read the headline out loud, and a lot of other maybes. So what do we do? The simple thing is just to trim and tighten. It's time to see how much of say more with less we can practice. So the steps would be as simple as: first, you read out your headline loud and note for bumps and fluffs you can trim. Second, break things down and mix things up. And third, format. Play around and edit the hell out of the headline as you please. Alright? So, looking at our example again, I've formatted it a bit and trimmed it a bit. It would look like this. So it's more or less more on the formatting side, but you can see here in the image that we've isolated the flag translate in, and then we've just made the main benefit, how to write profit-sucking headlines, very big and in red. And then we just use other colors and highlighting to use there. And there's our Swiss knife headline for Swiss knife headline method as a product, done using a simple 8-step blueprint composed of 8 principle-based ingredients. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. That's headline Swiss knife method. The 8 ingredients are here. You can simply go and visit www.dexterpaglinawan.com/headline Swiss knife. And you can simply say what you liked about this method or what could work better. And if you have any questions, you can leave your questions there and we will try to answer them as fast and as clear as possible, as comprehensive as possible. Thank you for listening and staying with me. You can check your manual, the accompanying manual, because the accompanying manual still has a bonus section. So that bonus section would include the 10 tips on how to make the most of your newfound skill, putting headline Swiss knife method on steroids.